Hi there, namaste, and welcome back to another Spiritualistic Pick a Card reading. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today I'm channeling a message to you from your ancestral lineage. Please take a deep breath to draw the energy up your spine and create a clear and open channel. As you exhale, come into clear knowing which group or groups has your message in it for you today. We have group 1 on the left with the By the Moon card, group 2 in the center with the card that says Healing the Inner Child, and group 3 on the right with the Crystal Light card. As always, the timestamps to your readings are listed below in the description box. The first link in the description box is a link to a collection of guided meditations from me to you. They are 21. You have access to them forever. So it will help you glow up. It will help you deepen your connection with spirit, open up your spiritual gifts, help you remember who you are and what you are here to do, and help you heal, grow, evolve. If you would like a personal with me, I do have those currently open. You can find that in the description box as well. I have a spiritual store on Etsy where you can find my own published tarot and oracle decks. You can find the book that I wrote on astrology. You can find the book that I wrote on tarot. I have published a guided, prompted self-exploration journal. I also have other journals such as dream journals. I've got merchandise on there. You can also find Reiki sessions with me, astrology readings with me, tarot readings, channeling sessions. I even do personalized light codes. So any resource that serves you, you can find in the description box. I do post exclusive content on TikTok, as well as here on YouTube and on Patreon. All three of them are different. If you're interested, whatever feels like it's your vibe, I like to put out a lot of different tendrils out there so that whatever fits your journey will be there for you. If it's one of them, some of them, all of them. I do also want to let you know that I have a book club. It is donation based, so the only thing that's asked of you is to feel like you want to be there. That's really it. That is located on my Patreon. We are currently reading the 4 agreements. We read one book every other month so that you kind of have your time, your space to reflect on it, read 5 books at the same time if that's what resonates with you. Our next meeting is the first Sunday. We do the first Sunday every other month, so the next one is due in October. We are reading the 4 agreements as voted by everyone in the book club. And so if you're interested, didn't know we had that going on, you're more than welcome to join. I love you, I'm grateful for you, and I'll see you over at your reading. Namaste. Hi there, group 1. Namaste and welcome to your reading. Today I'm channeling a message to you from your ancestral lineage, and you selected the first group with the By the Moon card. Group 1, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a lot, helps other people find the messages for them when they're ready. So, with that being the case, one of your ancestors is coming through very strongly to let you know that you are loved, and not to forget not to take any crap. They want you to become empowered. They're not saying that you are disempowered, but they want you to be a little bit more confident. They want you to, I'm hearing the phrase, pop your plexus. They want you to become a little bit more confident, a little bit bolder. They want you to really know who you are. Stick to your guns is what I'm hearing. They want you to know that they see everything that happens and they hear conversations that you don't hear. They want you to know that you are more loved than you think that you are. And they also want to let you know that people are not talking about you in the way that you might fear or the way that you're used to them talking about. That is, in a negative way. They do want to let you know that a lot of people are proud of you right now and that they're also giving you extra grace at this point in time. Now, your ancestor that's coming through first wants to let you know that yes, they do see what's going on. They also want to let you know they love your sense of style and that you might be surprised to find out that it is very similar to theirs when they were your age, or if they were your age in your current time, you have a similar style to exactly how they would present themselves as well. They want you to know that what is going on for you right now in your life is right on the ball. They want you to know that you're right on the money with a few different things in life. And they also want you to know that it's the little tiny steps that matter. Okay, you don't need to make huge astronomical changes every day. Less is more as long as you're showing up. Sometimes the smallest difference can make a huge difference. The smallest change can make a huge difference. It doesn't always need to be a riptide, doesn't always need to be a tidal wave. Sometimes it's a really tiny, almost non-noticeable one that makes a huge difference because you know that it's there. It affects the energy more than the situation. The smallest change in energy, like confidence, like cycle syncing, like making sure that you are honoring the full moon or the new moon, if that resonates with you. It's something your ancestors do and highly recommend, by the way. They want to let you know that the littlest thing will make a change in the energy, and that will be what makes the difference. In your energy, that's what makes the difference. They want you to remember the sheer strength of your spiritual abilities, your psychic gifts and powers, and they want to let you know that just because other people can doesn't mean other people should. But group one, you are someone who has a gift where they're saying you can, therefore you should. If you've got it, flaunt it. Why? Because it's you. And there's a difference between you and them, is what I'm hearing. It might be someone in your life that you compare yourself to, someone in your life that compares themselves to you, or it can also be something that you understand, others don't understand. But you introspect, you turn that inwardly, and you say, well, if you feel like others don't understand something, what is it that I'm learning through that? And that is why your ancestors want you to see how your gifts, some of your gift of peace is what I'm receiving, your gift of peace, or a gift that leads yourself or others to peace, is gifted to you because it is an act of responsibility by the universe. You don't have a gift. You don't have the gift of, for example, fire, and you need to learn how to tame it. You don't have the gift of fire so that you don't use it. You have the gift of fire because it is responsible for the universe to give you the gift of fire. Because you will use it wisely, in integrity. Not because you have to learn how to do it, not because others burn things down. You will see people with the gift of fire burning things down and saying, I'm using my gift, that's what I'm meant to do. This is not saying your gift needs to be fire. In fact, for some of you, that might have been an abrasive example for you. But fire is the ruling element of the solar plexus. The energy that your ancestor wants to see you embrace further. You've had a conversation recently about something pertaining to this: confidence, ego, willpower, sense of self, solar plexus, fire. One, some, or all of those topics. The way that you were aware of the outside perspective during that conversation shows you that you are not climbing the same step as the very person that you had that conversation with. Your ancestral line loves and respects everyone in your family, even on the other side of your family. And they want you to know that you should do the same. Do not take bad examples of those you know are portraying bad examples. You know this, but stand strong in it. Stick to your guns. You know a good example when you see one, and you know a bad example when you see one as well. Do not get swayed. You are not a sheep. You are not learning how to become sovereign. That lesson was not passed down to you. You have your own path. And even the leader of that path you have outgrown. You have found a new energy to connect with that is more evolved than whatever was leading you before. This is one that will take you all the way and even further if you so choose. They can truly hold the capacity for what it is that you seek. The evolution, the growth that you crave. Because it is not about what one sees in a crystal ball. What is your fate, your destiny? Rather than what you see, it is about what you are. It is about peace, not desire. It is about evolution, consciousness, and unity. Not because you are not whole the way that you are, but because you already are. Someone who understands this, sees this, knows this, pours into this. Everything that appears to be incomplete is in and of itself already complete. Anything that appears to be broken is not. In the human world, it is easy to find nuances. Something looks broken. Okay. But that doesn't mean that it is not the way that it is supposed to be, and it does not mean that it is broken. It means that the energy is directed in a particular way that is legible. Not for diviners, but for evolvers. That is an important difference. That someone you have access to recently understands. Recently again, or recently in general. They understand this. It is not about what you can get yourself to see. It is about remembering and becoming who you truly are. Group number 1, that is your channeled message from your ancestral lineage. I hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity for you. Have an amazing day, week, month, year, incarnation. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like a personal with me, they're in the description box below. You can find them on my Etsy store called Spiritualistik, like my handle. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Patreon, YouTube, everywhere. I love you. I'm grateful for you, and I'll see you next time. Namaste. Hi there, group 2. Namaste, and welcome to your reading. Today we're channeling a message to you from your ancestral lineage, and you selected the second group with the Healing the Inner Child card. Group 2, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Group 2, your ancestral lineage wants you to know that certain things kept getting carried down, passed on, maybe shifted a little bit, changed a little bit, maybe the shape or the color, the texture changes a little bit, but nonetheless, that same energy, the same bulk of it kept getting passed down, and maybe it would dress a little different, or sound a little different, or look a little different, perhaps as an excuse to not be like that which came before. However, it still remained in your family line. You, not afraid to be the odd one out, not afraid to be the devil's advocate, not afraid to look at something and say, I rebuke, I reject that energy, I rebuke, I reject that destiny, I rebuke, I reject absorbing that, becoming that, paying that forward, carrying that on. It's something that your ancestral lineage is very proud of you about, for sticking to your guns, putting your feet in the ground, planting them there, lifting your chin, puffing your chest, and saying no. Your ancestors want you to know that you are the cleanest, purest, brightest energy that has come from your ancestral lineage since its creation. And that is a big compliment, Group 2. I've never channeled quite a message like that. It's a huge, huge deal. Your ancestral lineage wants you to know that as a child you deserved better, but even as a child you learned. As someone who is aware that healing can be a psyop, you also take your work seriously, your healing work, your physical work. You are there for those who are not there for you, and you are there for those who also do not have those there for them. You are there for yourself, and you are there for people who, even, it seems like they do have other people to go to, because you are aware as well that everyone deserves love, whether it looks like they're already receiving it, whether they cannot give it in return. You are the type of energy, your ancestral lineage is glad that you have learned the lesson that giving love to those who cannot give it back to you equally or tenfold as you deserve is not a waste of your love, because those are the places that need it the most. It might feel like you are trying to hand someone a ball and they refuse to catch it, but those are still the energies that need it the most, the people that need it the most. They are still the plants that are not adding nutrients to the rest of the garden, are the ones that need the water the most. So, you doing the work for yourself, they're proud of you. They want you to continue with your magic. There's something kind of, there's a witchier energy to this pile, more in like a ritual sense, or I'm getting having an apothecary in your house, or having a jar collection, right? If you know, you know. Having a collection of herbs or jars or just misfit items that could be useful in certain types of ways. Maybe a lot of candles, things like that. I'm being shown perhaps an altar. Some of you have set up an altar for one of your ancestors, or a passed on loved one, or for ancestors, or just in general. You honor your ancestors at an altar that you have, or you have in the past. There's this coming through. If you had an altar for a specific loved one that has passed, I want to let you know they see it, they love it, they appreciate it, and they cannot thank you enough. They no longer need your help. They don't need your help. They love you. They're the one that wants to help you now. And I'm also getting that a little birdie told you what someone in your ancestral line would say to you, and to take it truthfully, take it as fact, because it is. It's something about I'll always support you no matter what. I won't tell you what to do. I won't give you advice other than I support you no matter what. I will always support your decisions. I will always support you. So, you're being encouraged to allow yourself to interact with the world as intelligent and wise as you are, instead of trying to simplify your words to match those around you. Instead of trying to sift back through a few lessons to drop the wisdom that is more receptive to somebody rather than the truth of it all that they will eventually unfold themselves into. Give someone the seed, not the sapling. So, your ancestral lineage wants to let you know that I'm being shown footprints, specifically like human footprints on soil. So that can be significant for your specific ancestral line. It can also be like that footsteps poem, where when you think that I'm not with you, it is when I'm carrying you. It can also be something about you getting out into nature. Maybe you go for hikes with your family, or one of them was really grounded into nature, lived outside, something like this. There's something that is holy about the bare feet, about being barefoot or something like this that's coming through. Some of you, there's something specifically opposite about that. There are only like a few of you though, but I'm picking up on the energy. There's like 2 or 3 of you who are like, no, my like your culture or your ancestors, they specifically always kept their feet covered because of something about not the microbiome of the earth, but like the like cement, it's very dirty, like something like that. For your health, always keep your feet covered. That's coming through as well. So a few of you, they want to remind you, always keep your feet covered. Wear your slippers in your house. Wear your socks, always go out, don't leave your toes out. For most of you though, it's keep your feet out, like the holiness of the bare feet. You can pick up on the energy, you can pick up on the meridians, you can massage your feet, you can connect with the earth. It can help your microbiome, things like that. So there's a message like this coming through. Your ancestral lineage also wants you to know that when you seek to learn in an environment that has nothing to teach you, that in and of itself is the lesson. You do not need to humble yourself or dilute yourself to the point where you pretend to need something that you don't. You think this is kind, you think this is right. However, if somebody who does not have $20 to give you gives you $20, but you have no lack of money at all, you have quite an abundance, you don't pretend that you needed that $20 because you did not. It makes sense in this format. Perhaps there's something familial or cultural or something like this about always receiving a gift graciously. That is different from if you are in a room or you are reading a book where you do not need to learn from it, but you stay just in case. There's something around you where this is the lesson. There's nothing for you to learn, but you stay just in case. The lesson is that there's nothing for you to learn, just as you knew going into it. Some of you were born into this world with no karma. And that is something that could be disputed if that truth was spoken to someone who that was not the case for them. There's something about your education, spiritually and otherwise. There's something about your tenacity, spiritually and otherwise, your strength, spiritually and otherwise, that is coming through. They want you not to attribute all of your strength, all of your knowledge, all of your wisdom to them. Yes, they help you out. Yes, they were on their own journey, but you were the one who did the work. Your soul ended up in their ancestral line. Your individuality ended up a part of theirs. You are not a being that is a result of conditioning. Therefore, you are not subjected to being one of a group. You are an individual. You are connected to the divine. And this is the liberation your ancestral lineage has been seeking, but could not put their finger on. They thank you. You have given your ancestral lineage a way out, a light at the end of the tunnel, an opportunity to grow, to evolve. It's like an escape room is what I'm being shown. You found the exit. Your ancestral lineage wants you to know that they love you so very much, and right now they are kind of gaining their bearings. Because there's a lot out there in the big, big universe, in the big, big world, in the big, big spirit realm that you have been guiding them through. They want to thank you for not only allowing them to guide you, but remembering as well that you are their guide. You are, after all, the next gen of them. They have so much to learn from you. You are their spiritual guide as well as the other way around. They are a guide for you as you are a guide for them. You show them how, next time around, they can act. You show them, spiritually, how they can evolve. You guide them in the astral and beyond. And they thank you for this. And they are here for you in all of the ways that they can be as well. And I'm being shown again in a grounded, like the ground energy, the barefoot energy, the feet on the earth energy. There are things that they've practiced that were lost over time. There are things that they lived, that they did, that they spoke, that they experienced, that they grew, that have been, I'm getting grown out of with modern society. I'm hearing the phrase concrete jungle. There's something like this as well. They will teach you the old if you teach them the new, which you already have been. There's something about having a green thumb or a connection to nature or really good survival skills. They want to let you know that it didn't need to, but that came from them. And they're happy to help you strengthen that and sharpen that knife. You selected the Healing the Inner Child card. And they're saying you were drawn to this not because you need to heal your inner child, but because you have single-handedly provided resources to the inner child healing of your entire lineage before you. And for that, they're eternally grateful. Group 2, this is your reading. Please like, comment, subscribe. I love you. I'm grateful for you. Have an amazing day, week, month, year, incarnation in this beautiful magical realm. I've got personals open. My personals are on Etsy. My store is Spiritualistik, just like my handle. Of course, the link is in the description box. If you'd like to meditate with me, I do have a collection of 21 guided meditations. It's called my 21 Guided Meditation Retreat. It is the first link in the description box below. You have access to it forever. It will help you level up. It will help you connect with your ancestors. It will help you evolve in your consciousness, in your emotional space, in your body. And you also, as I said, have access to it, so it can help you, hold you accountable if you want to meditate more often, or for a little bit longer, or to level up your practice. I do have exclusive content on YouTube and on Patreon. You can find me on TikTok. I also have an exclusive content channel over there as well if you're interested in subscribing. You can find me on all of the social media platforms. I love you. I'm grateful for you. You can check out another pile or another reading if and when it resonates for you. And I'll see you next time. Namaste. Hi there, Group 3. Namaste and welcome to your reading. Today I'm channeling a message to you from your ancestral lineage. You selected the third group with the Crystal Light card. Group 3, your ancestors would like to remind you that you have access to ancient, beautiful, and crystalline energies that some could consider magical, but they are scientific and omnipresent energies, spiritual gifts that are very rarely distributed throughout those in a human collective. They also would like to remind you that this is something that has been gatekept and protected by your ancestors. Your ancestors have been the keepers of a particular energy for a very long time, passing it down through generations. Now, with some of your ancestors in your lineage, this energy has remained dormant. They still drew awareness to it at the very least subconsciously and held it, gatekept it, and passed it down. In you, however, like a few others, but not many recently, this energy is active within you. You have chosen to activate it. You've been initiated into it. In fact, a very long time ago. However, because of the way that you were taught to navigate your life, you have access to this energy, but you do not openly use it. You do not use it in order to tilt the scales in your favor. you do this in integrity, out of integrity. However, you'll notice that there are scales tipped out of your favor because you are the gatekeeper of this energy. It is not because you have this gift, because you have access to these energies. Rather, it is because you have something that is, say, easier. You have a tool, you have a resource, you have a little extra sparkle of magic, of consciousness, of ability, of crystalline light, of capabilities that others do not have. Therefore, because things are easier for you, you do notice that there are going to be little hiccups that perhaps you don't see others dealing with. This is why it is not only fair, but in integrity for you to use this energy. It has been protected and passed down, your ancestors are saying, so that you could activate it. They have been waiting to pass it down to you, for you to evolve alongside it and evolve this energy. It needs to be in trustworthy hands, as it is with you. Your ancestral lineage wants to remind you that there are many more than meet the eye in your ancestral lineage. And they're saying to take that literally. You are also aware that there's more nuance to your ancestral lineage than is often painted as a normal picture. You are aware of the different types of ancestral lineages, and you're also aware of the ancient history of planet Earth. Therefore, you are under no illusions that all look the same, or that all came from the same. Group number 3. Your ancestors want to let you know that they're assisting you in building your future, and that they're around you very protectively right now, very strongly. They want you to, I'm hearing, work with their talismans, if that's something that's available for you in any way, and not to overlook talismans that might not look like that's what they are. I'm hearing the word vintage for some of you. As you know, anything can be charmed, anything can be magical. It is the intention, it is the energy, it is something that would be so easy to overlook until you hold it, until you put it on. It's something that grabs attention. It's something that doesn't look like it is what it is, but for some reason, your mind keeps going back to it, or you need to double take. You want to look at it again. This is why. Your ancestors want you to know that if you feel confusion about the path ahead for you, connect with your spirituality. Now, this is something that you know, of course, but practice is different. They want to tell you that the energies around you that have been attempting to create a barrier between yourself and your spirituality have only done you a service by increasing the strength of your spirit and your consciousness. They are working on a return to sender for you, and they also would like to let you know that your abundance is on its way. Your crown is on its way. And don't think for a single moment that you do not receive all that you've put out into the world and then some. As you may have almost forgotten, there is much that is on its way for you that is overdue, not only from this life, but from many others, not only from your individuality, but also from your entire ancestral lineage. There is a lot that is overdue, and it is going to occur in your life for you very soon. Your ancestors want to let you know that they all have worked together. They have conspired in order to allow you to receive the blessings that are due, because in your hands, they are the most trustworthy. In your hands, they are the most reliable. In your hands, they are the most expansive. In your hands, they are the most powerful. This is why you're taught to be extra picky. This is why you're taught to go through extra lessons. This is why you are taught to deal with and master energies of light, of dark, and of neutrality. This is why you do not fit in one category or one community, but why you not only appeal to, but share the evolved outlook of all. Those who desire growth and expansion will always find their way to you and will rely upon you virtuously, in integrity, and authentically. And those who despise growth, accountability, evolution, love, empathy, they will absolutely run the other way. You might find those who try to send little energetic pop rockets at your feet, trying to make you dance, not knowing that not only are you a divine dancer, but that little things like that can't hurt you. You've walked through the flames so many times that to you it almost tickles. Your ancestors want to remind you who the heck you are, not only in your own right, but who the heck it is that you have backing you up. Don't forget it. Walk in your power. And stop playing sheepish. Stop playing dumb. Stop playing small when you are anything but. Group 3, that is your channeled message from your ancestral lineage. I hope this helps shed love, light, and clarity for you. Have an amazing day, week, month, year, incarnation. And of course, please like, comment, and subscribe. I know that you're going to. Also, if you're interested in a personal with me, I do have tarot readings, channeled sessions like this one, astrology, astrocartography, Reiki sessions, personalized light codes. I've got intention candles on my store. Everything is on Etsy at Spiritualistik, and the link to that is in the description box. I do have a book club for those of you who are interested in self-development in a community space. It is fully donation-based because the point is resources. We're reading the 4 agreements right now, as was voted upon by the members of the book club, myself discluded intentionally. Also, if you're looking for further resources, I have created a collection of guided meditations for you to help you connect with your power, expand and evolve mind, body, and spirit, and you also have access to it forever. It is also grouped in a particular way so that if you take it consecutively, each meditation in a row chronologically, it will be its own journey for you. It is the work done for you, and you, as I said, have access to it forever, so it can help you if you need to be held accountable for your daily meditations, if you are looking to grow and evolve, or you just like an extra tool or resource from a trusted source, then that is going to be the first link in the description box below. I also offer exclusive content here on YouTube on my members only channel, and I have an entire different one on Patreon. I post pick a cards on both of those, as you are aware. I also post on TikTok, and I have a subscription page over there too, so you can expect several collective subscription pieces a week that are selective just for the people in that little collective. So if you're interested in collective messages, those are going to be on TikTok. I've got a public and a private page, as well as an entire pick a card selection on YouTube and a different one on Patreon. Okay, that is all discluding this public platform that you are looking at right now. You're more than welcome to follow me on YouTube. You're more than welcome to see the things that I create, tarot and oracle decks, books that I have written, including but not limited to The Fool's Journey, which I happen to have had on my desk, and other wonderful, magical, spiritual things that will help you evolve your consciousness. With that being said, I love you and I'm grateful for you. You can check out another pile or another reading. This is not the first time I've channeled ancestors, so if you are diving down that rabbit hole, I've channeled them several times for you, so you will definitely have a resource of an abundance of resources here for you. So I love you and I'm grateful for you, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.